Alpha Tech, begin when you're ready.
Okay, before we start, can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So, hello, my name is Joshua Gassman. This is my partner, Jane Carricker. Over the past couple of months, Jane and I have been working with families, one particular family who was in need of specialized medical equipment known as assistive technologies. Now, while we were working with this family, we designed a collapsible portable wheelchair ramp for this family. And we even thought about submitting this idea to this very competition, EagleWorks. However, we kind of thought, hey, we can do better than this. With this one wheelchair ramp, we solve one problem. We then concluded that we could solve multiple problems by doing the same thing with other students. And through this, Alpha Tech was conceived. Alpha Tech is a nonprofit that helps students gain engineering experience by designing and fabricating designing and fabricating assistive technologies for families and individuals with disabilities. Now, through this, we hope to not only give students the engineering, leadership, and business skills, but we also hope to provide families with much needed equipment that they could not otherwise afford or obtain due to the current market. See, when we were working with this family, we came to the realization that that some families have unique problems that require unique solutions. Now, the market is not always able to provide these unique solutions because they're just that, unique. And if they can, they're often not in a manner that's affordable. So Alpha Tech hopes to help by facilitating a connection between the families in need and the students willing to help. Now, students, they can go on our website and follow the simple acronym VCEI, or Volunteer, Connect, Evaluate, and Innovate. First, students volunteer by signing up on our website. Second, students connect with team members and their family members, and family who they will be assisting. Third, the students evaluate the needs, assess the solution to come up with the most optimal solution. And finally, the students put their engineering skills to work and develop and design and fabricate the product that will change the lives of these family members. Throughout this process, Alpha Tech makes this more smooth by developing partnerships with businesses, schools, therapists, and other community members to help it stay smooth, but also to reduce costs. See, when Jane and I came to Tennessee Tech, we saw two problems. The first one was that students aren't getting—
And that's time.
Leanna, you can start your Q&A when you're ready.
Okay, my first question, guys. Thank you. Good job. Appreciate it. The one thing that I saw in your presentation that I didn't hear you talk about very much is the opportunity for teams to work with advisors. What is your plan for that sort of thing?
Yes, ma'am. So what that's going to be entitled is there's going to be a place where advisors can sign up on our website. These could be faculty members. These could be professionals in their field who want to help out with these projects. And they're not there to help design or anything like that. Their job is to give advice and to give some of their expertise for these students who are designing these items. So basically, if the students have a question about something about, hey, how is this designed in the real world? Is there anything like this out there? They can ask their advisor, and their advisor can help them out that way.
Okay, great, thank you.
Hey guys, so my question is on safety. If you're designing these safety products, you're designing a wheelchair ramp. What if the wheelchair ramp fails, somebody gets hurt, falls off of it? How are you handling those issues?
Yeah, so keep in mind, a lot of the projects are not going to be, something as big as a wheelchair ramp. A lot of them are just, toys that will help, a child interact in ways that he couldn't normally. However, for more or different projects like like a wheelchair ramp that has the potential to be more dangerous. Alpha Tech simply funds these. So we're simply investors to these students who are their own business. So we don't necessarily claim any responsibility for that. However, we do often provide assistance as far as advice and stuff. And if the students are not willing to take advice as far as safety and other precautions, then they won't be as eligible for funding.
We also have a waiver that they'll sign just so that they obviously won't sue us or anything like that. So.
Great, thanks. All you, Kelly.
Oh, sorry. Actually, my question was, Micah's question was the liability issue. So it was already answered. Thank you. Sorry.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey guys, my question is really, and I'm just breezing through the plan here again, is how you're going to raise money.
Yeah, so basically through two ways. The first one is through generous donations of individuals, businesses, communities, that kind of whole process, advertising that sense. We believe that once a few of these projects are created and people see the effect they have on these families' lives, people will donate, individuals and businesses. The other way is, like Josh said, making partnerships with schools, fabrication facilities, tech schools, so that the overall cost is very minimal. And so through those two methods, basically, since we are a nonprofit, we're not trying to obviously make much money, just the overhead cost. So through donations is how we're making the majority of our money.
Right. Have you guys ever had to raise money or ask for donations in the past?
Yes. Yeah, we have.
And we've actually already been in contact with Lipscomb University and a little bit here at Tech as well.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thanks, guys.
My question was actually the same as David's, just the sustainability of the organization. But just for clarity, did I read that you said each project would be designated $1,000? And have you thought any about projects that are more complex than that and ways to have a different tier of funding?
Yeah, so like we said, a lot of projects will be a lot smaller. They'll be like toys, a bicycle or something that will help someone without function of lower extremities still ride a bike or something that will be a lot smaller, a lot less costly. Now the $1,000 is just a generous overview of what we expect. We have a rough estimate of this because we've seen a lot of these projects done, and we've actually done a lot of these projects. So while there is potential to do a lot of bigger projects that would cost more, we hope that would be offset by the $1,000, or for offset by smaller projects. Sorry.
Great, thank you.
So in that same theme, scale and sustainability, you mentioned Lipscomb as well as Tech. It seems to me you really need to perfect your model first. So pick one, do it very, very well, then worry about moving out. Greek organizations, church organizations, there's various people who might buy into this. I really like the general concept, but I worry about that scale and sustainability. So that might be the one thing, not really a question, but more just some guidance. Get your model down. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Alpha Tech.